Hi, today we are playing the original Legend of Zelda game. To start off with, this game is being played on an emulator, so if you see anything weird, such as a box saying that I saved the game, then just remember I am playing this on an emulator. Anyways, this game is very hard. I understand that in the old days of video games, the games were harder for some reason, but still, I feel like it is too hard. Basically, what you have to do is kill bosses to get the 8 pieces of the Triforce, and along the way, you get power-ups. I researched it, and to kill the final boss, which is Ganon, you have to have something called the Silver Arrow in your inventory, so that you can shoot it at him and deliver the killing hit. If you don't have the arrow, then you can't win the game. The story of this game is long and complicated. Here is a sized down version of it. There is something called the Triforce, which has mythical powers. One day an army, led by Ganon, attacked the kingdom which possessed the Triforce. Ganon stole the Triforce of power. Ganon is very evil and dark and wants to make the world very dark and evil, basically. When Zelda, the leader of the kingdom which possessed the Triforce, heard about this, she split the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces. Zelda sent out Impa to find a hero who could defeat Ganon, restore the Triforce, and rescue Princess Zelda, and she found Link. Basically a standard story about someone who has to save the world. If you don't have a guide to the game, then you will spend countless hours, like I did, trying to find where you need to go. Alright, so I start out here in this place which looks like a desert, but what the frick do I do? Just imagine, it's a snow day, and so you want to play your new Legend of Zelda game that you spent a month saving up all your money for. You turn the game on, and what does it show? Just a game character, with a cave in the top left corner, and no instruction whatsoever. So naturally, you go out to explore, but you get your ass handed to you because you have no weapon. What kind of crap is that? I should mention that they tried to make this game the kind of game that you play with friends. But how can you invite your friend over when it's a frickin' snow day? So after a while, you reset your console and try again. This time you go in the cave. Sure enough, there is a sword waiting for you in there. But how are you supposed to know that without your friends or the internet to tell you? I won't go too into the enemies, but here's a brief look at the enemies. At the beginning of the game, there's the orange thing, which throws its balls at you. Then there's the spiders. If you take a closer look at them and focus on them for a while, you might realize that they sort of resemble the face crabs from Half-Life. I wonder if they got the idea of face crabs from The Legend of Zelda. Then there's the blobs with spikes coming out of them that come out of the ground. Honestly, I think these guys might be the most annoying. Then there's the yellow spinny things. Enough said. So then there's this idiot in the water who keeps shooting blue crap at me. If you ask me, these guys shouldn't even be in the game because honestly, if there's this much stuff attacking me, then the game is way too hard. After exploring for a while, you might find this demonic tree setup. If you go into the tree, you see this. Yeah, it's sort of depressing at first because of the music, but then it's not so depressing after listening to it. If you haven't ever noticed, the blue birds in the first room look like fish with mohawks and fat birds. If you're in this place, then don't worry, it means you're in the right place. When you go into different rooms, you'll find bats and skeletons. Now you should be scared, because the skeletons take 3 hits before they die, and the bats come in large groups. There's also these chocolate chips which do absolutely nothing, and these fat pig guys who throw boomerangs. I had to try quite a few times before I got past these guys. So basically what you have to do is find keys and open doors with them. Unlike in the overworld, you can also find items in here. I found a few items, such as a bow, but I couldn't figure out how to use them in the emulator. So after a while, you find the dragon, and he's hard as heck. To kill him, you need to somehow hit him in the head. I can't use my bow or my boomerang, so I just have to hit him as many times as I can with my sword and hope he dies before me. Basically, this dragon is the dungeon boss, and when you kill him, you feel like you're on top of the world, but you're not. You still have to find the 8 other pieces of the Triforce. After collecting the heart canister, you go into the next room, and what's there? The first piece of the Triforce. But when you collect it, you feel like you never want to play the game again because the path to getting to this piece of the Triforce was so hard, and you don't want to do it 8 more times. So in conclusion, this is actually a fairly decent game, even though I gave it so much crap. So if you like adventure, maybe give it a try. This game just isn't my type of game. It might be yours, but not mine. I won't show this entire game because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So anyways, that was my review of the original Legend of Zelda game. I hope you guys thought that was funny, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.